expanding from this book, Ask and It is Given, Learning to Manifest Your Desires by Esther and Jerry Hicks. We are now on page 109, chapter 21. Ooh, we get the message. Goody, goody, goody. So good to have you all here. So this is fun. We moving forward with more new things. Last time it was a wonderful experience with the chapter 20. And now moving forward with the chapter 21. It's just expansion, just in a way of feeling good no matter what. It's find a way through to feeling better, because there always is an improvement in feelings. You can always improve the feelings. You can always feel better as you feel now. And that is such a freedom to know, because it's letting us know that we are never stuck. We're always moving forward. Emotion always moving forward. There is a motion forward feeling all the time. And the feeling is letting us know where we are, not who we are in that feeling, but where we are at what we feel in the moment when we feel what we feel. And then we can know, acknowledge it, and moving forward with feeling better. It's always an opportunity. It's always a choice we have. It's always a choice, and you can always focus in there and feel better and better. So good. So have a beautiful day, Jen, and happy beautiful day, Scott. So wonderful to come together, to co-create it with ourselves and co-create it with each other, and that's the co-creation at its best. I have a shirt here saying "We made it," and I was thinking about we made it, and back I will have more to come. So yeah, it's always we made it, but it's more to come. You know, every moment that there is more to come. There's more to feel. There's more to enjoy, and there is more to experience. So life is now, and it's joyful now. Always, from the inner being, it is always joyful. So, chapter 21. You're only 17 seconds away from 68 seconds to fulfillment. With only a few seconds of focusing your attention on a subject, you activate the vibration of that subject within you. And immediately the law of attraction begins to respond to that activation. The longer you keep attention focused on something, the easier it becomes for you to continue to focus upon it, because you are attracting, through the law of attraction, other thoughts or vibrations that are the essence of the thought you began with. Within 17 seconds of focusing on something, a matching vibration becomes activated. And now, as that focus becomes stronger and the vibration becomes clearer, the law of attraction will bring to you more thoughts that match. At this point, the vibration will not have much attraction power, but if you maintain your focus longer, the power of the vibration will become further reaching. And if you manage to stay purely focused upon any thought for as little as 68 seconds, the vibration is powerful enough that its manifestations begins. When you repeatedly return to a pure thought, maintaining it for at least 68 seconds in a short period of time, hours in some cases or a few days in others, that thought becomes a dominant thought. And once you achieve a dominant thought, you will experience matching manifestations until you change it. Remember that. This is good. Remember that the thoughts you think equal your point of attraction. You get what you think about, whether you want it or not. Your thoughts equal vibration, and that vibration is then answered by the law of attraction. As your vibration expands and becomes more powerful, it eventually becomes powerful enough for manifestation to occur. In other words, what you think and therefore feel, and what manifests in your experience is always a vibrational match. Your uncontrolled thoughts are not to be feared. Your uncontrolled thoughts are not to be feared. Once the law of attraction is understood and accepted, which usually does not take long since there is no shred of evidence anywhere in your environment to refute it, many people become initially initially uncomfortable with their own thoughts. Once they understand the power of the law of attraction and they begin to examine the content of their own mind, they sometimes worry about the potential of what they may now be attracting through their uncontrolled thoughts. But there is no reason to worry about your thoughts, for they are not like a loaded gun that may wreak powerful and instantaneous destruction. For although the law of attraction is powerful, the basis of your experience is that of well-being. And even though your thoughts are magnetic and expands with your attention, you have plenty of time, as soon as you become aware of any negative feelings, to begin to choose other less resistant thoughts, and thereby choose a more desired outcome. Remember, you can allow it or resist it in varying degrees, but in the stream of well-being always flows. But the stream of well-being always flows. So even a small effort made toward choosing a better feeling thought will net you obvious results. And once you have taken that step and you do find that better feeling thought, you have given yourself the conscious freedom to go from wherever you are on any topic to anywhere you want to be. Once you deliberately choose a thought and consciously feel the improvement in the way you feel, you have successfully utilized your own guidance system, and you can now be on your way to the freedom that you desire and deserve. For there is nothing that you cannot be, do, or have. Happy, beautiful day, Jerica. This is so good. More to come. So this is the chapter 22. So good. Mhm. Okay. The different degrees of your emotional guidance scale. You might say that different emotions have different vibrational frequencies, but a more accurate way of saying it would be your emotions are indicators of your vibrational frequency. When you remember that your emotions indicate your degree of alignment with source energy, and that the better you feel, the more you're allowing your alignment with the things you desire, then it is easier to understand how to respond to your emotions. Absolute alignment with your own source energy means that you know the following: you are free, you are powerful, you are good, you are love, you have value, you have purpose, and all is well. At any time that you are thinking thoughts that cause you to know your true nature, you are in alignment with who you really are. For this is the state of absolute alignment, and the way those thoughts feel is the ultimate emotion of connection. When you think in terms of a gauge on the vehicle, the state of alignment would be the same as a full tank. In other words, imagine a gauge. How do you say it? Gauge, or scale with gradations or degrees. And that word, Jen, you can help me with that word next time. It's fun. It's fun. Gauge, it's cool. Which indicates the position of the fullest allowance of your connection with your source energy, all the way to your emptiest, most resistant disallowance of your alignment with your source energy. A scale of your emotions will look something like this: 1. Joy, knowledge, empowerment, freedom, love, appreciation, 2. Passion. 3. Enthusiasm, eagerness, happiness. 4. Positive expectation, belief. 5. Optimism. 6. Hopefulness. 7. Contentment. 8. Boredom. 9. Pessimism. 10. Frustration, irritation, impatience. 11. Overwhelmment. 12. Disappointment. 13. Doubt. 14. Worry. 15. Blame. 16. Discouragement. 17. Anger. 18. Revenge. 19. Hatred, rage. 20. Jealousy. 21. Insecurity, guilt, unworthiness. 22. Fear, grief, depression, despair, powerlessness. This is the emotional scale. So you can move, if you are on the scale, let's say, I'm just putting out of, before we're moving on, if you are, for example, in fear, then rather than feeling fear, you're feeling the insecurity. The insecurity feels better than fear. And jealousy, we're moving up to 20. Jealousy feels better than insecurity. And hatred feels better than jealousy. And revenge feels better than hatred. And anger feels better than revenge. And discouragement feels better than anger. And blame feels better than discouragement. And worry feels better than blame. And doubt feels better than worry. And disappointment feels better than doubt. And overwhelmment feels better than disappointment. And frustration feels better than overwhelmment. And pessimism feels better than frustration. Boredom feels better than pessimism. Contentment feels better than boredom. Hopefulness feels better than contentment. Optimism feels better than hopefulness. Positive expectation, belief feels better than optimism. Enthusiasm, eagerness, happiness feels better than positive expectations, belief. Passion feels better than enthusiasm, eagerness, happiness. And joy, knowledge, empowerment, and freedom, love, appreciation is the most beautiful. Yeah. But all of these good feelings are source energy. You can move up the scale. It's just an emotional guidance. It's a better or wrong, but it's a guidance, and you can always guide your way up or up to feel better. What scale you are on, you can feel better in, no matter what, because there is always an improvement in feeling. You remember I shared, and it's so nice to know that there is always an improvement in feeling. If you feel fear, you can go up and feel something that feels a little bit better. Then you're moving up the emotional scale. And as you practice it, this list and practice this scale to move. If you are in a place and you're moving up and you practice your vibration to feel a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better, until you're up to joy, knowledge, empowerment, freedom, love, and appreciation, and whatever feeling that feels best to you, then you know that that you have the control of the way you feel, and it's not about the control of the circumstances, because everything outside is a beautiful co-creation with all that is, and it's happening all the time. Things changing. There is avalanches happening. There is snow comes down from the heaven. There is some places there is raining more. Other places it's more sunny. There is so many differences all over the place. And people say something different in one place, and people say something different in another place. There's different thoughts. What I feel in this moment, there is in another moment. So there is always changes and differences and things in motion. But to control the way I feel, to be more deliberate about the way I feel, that is the way I'm living. That's why I'm here, to experience more of it. That to be deliberate and choose what do I love to what is my desire, what do I love to think about and feel about, or coming into a place from alignment. Can I to enjoy this moment, this joyful experience now, because that is the most important thing. Because there is always things we want to reach, we want to have. It's natural for all of us to have a desire. It's very, very natural for all of us to have a desire. But knowing, I know where I want to go. It's very good. It's very beautiful. I know where I want to go. I know where I want to be. I know my becoming. But I know also this moment. This is the joyful experience now. That's for creating my becoming of it. So as I am living my as best and feel as best as I can now, that becoming of what I desire for will be easier to experience, because it's a joyful experience. It's not about when I get there, then I feel good. You don't have to struggle and effort and make effort. There is a joyful experience now that we want to experience, not the future, not when we get there. Then I can enjoy the process. Then I can enjoy what I've been reaching for. But until then, I will struggle and make effort and do anything for get there and feeling the pain. No, we came forth to live a joyful experience. We didn't come forth with struggle and resistance and trying too hard to make it. We didn't come with the resistance in the first place from into this physical body. We didn't resist to come. Even if we would resist to come, we would not be exist. So we are the most allowing in everything. We were allowed to come into this physical body. Now we are in this physical body experience, this joyful experience now of life and all this in this what we are observing from inside and outside is a wonderful, beautiful experience. That is to come to a place for feeling my alignment. That is the first and foremost, the most important thing. The secondary will be these things, the other things, the outside of myself. But first and foremost, is the most important to feel my alignment, to feel my presence, to feel who I really am, and then to enjoy and relax and calm and whatever feeling, and then whatever what I'm doing, first finding my feel good place, and then I take action. When I'm taking action from a place from alignment, it's always a joyful experience. When I take action from feeling my own present, feeling my newness and refreshment that is always new and refreshing, and now is always a joyful experience. Then the action is a joyful experience. So can I come into a place for feeling my alignment? Can I be more in the place of like in this enjoy, knowledge, empowerment, freedom, love, appreciation? Can I practice my vibration to this? Can I do that? Is that an opportunity for me to be able to be in that space? Is there an opportunity for me to be there? Always, yes, yes. It's always an improvements in my feelings. There's always a more to come. There's never nothing is stuck. Everything is motion. There's always more to expand. There's always more to feel, more enjoy. There's many things as I'm living now. I have many experience, and there is more to come. I know in the future there will be more experience, more joyful experience. I can feel it becoming of more joyful experience from now as I'm just breathing and allowing, just to breathe and allow. And as I'm breathing and allowing and focus on only breathing, let's say for a couple minutes or whatever way feels best to me, just breathing. Just when there is motion, I feel. If I'm starting to feeling that overwhelming, that things are going too fast or frustrated, then I know, I can ease up. There's many beautiful tools. You have meditation. Then I can go to a space for, okay, now I feel a little bit frustrated. I feel that there's something emotional going on inside. But I know there is a guidance system for it. It's not about this is good or this is bad. This is just a feeling that I feel. So thank you, guidance. That's what we talk about at vehicle experience with the navigational system. When you going the wrong way, you say, but going the wrong way, but you're going in a way that doesn't feel good. You're feeling the disallowance. You're feeling that, oh, this doesn't feel so good. Then the navigational system in a car, in a vehicle, say, turn around. You're going the wrong way. But it doesn't judge you and say, you shouldn't be going that way too long. The vehicle, this navigational system just say, turn around and move in that direction. That's the same with the emotion. That is the same with our feelings. It's just say when we are feeling some discord and when we're feeling some emotional about something, it's just say, it's like a turn around and move this way. Immediately when you turn your attention to something that feels a little bit better, then you're right on track again to feel a little bit better and a little bit better. And as you're moving in that direction, feel a little bit better, and practice it. And feeling that things are improving in your feelings, now you have a valuable experience for yourself. And then you know that, yes, I can always change the way I feel. But I know I can not change the outside. It's not for me to change the outside. I cannot control the world. I cannot control how things are moving or how the birds are flying or wanting the birds to fly that direction. Nothing of those things outside. Nothing. Everyone has their own creation. Everything, every people, every human. There's their freedom. It's my freedom to create my own world, and there is their freedom to create their world. I can leave them with that beautiful freedom. I can accept it. I unconditionally love and appreciate and accept that we all have the freedom to create whatever we want. It doesn't matter good or bad, right or wrong. I know there is just feelings and there is just indicators on how I'm feeling when I feel what I feel. And then I can move in the direction that feels better. And I can practice more in that way. And when as I'm practicing the vibration of what feels good to me, and being in the direction of feeling the unconditional love and appreciation for who I am and for all that is, that will be more dominant in my vibration. And that's my and how do I know my vibration? I feel more alive. I feel more the sensitivity, sensitivity for all that is. It's more. I feel more. When I taste something, when I and the physical senses improve. I feel more when I do something. I enjoy it more. I can feel more. Right? The quality of what I'm doing increases because I'm more focused in the newness of the now. I'm more focused in my beingness as I'm doing things, and I'm feeling the oneness. I'm very, very focused, and then the energy of it arises, the whole vibration from within, and giving me more and more, you say power, but give me the energy for create more and expand more in that whatever I'm doing. That's someone called it follow your bliss, the passion feeling when you're feeling something. This is something I just love to do. I love to move in this direction. This is something I feel so good about. And you have no resistance to that. That is the follow your bliss. You got a beautiful receiving thoughts. You're feeling your alignment. You're receiving your thoughts. You get your guidance. You're moving in the direction of follow your bliss. And then what happens next is that you get more of it. It's starting to guiding you. It's giving you more evidence and more things for you to experience in that direction. Because when there is no resistance to what is in your desires, and when there is no resistance to your doingness and happiness, and you're feeling your beingness, that is the becoming of that your desire. That is that when things come through, just like there is no resistance, energy comes through all the time. There's no resistance to what is. Energy comes through. Energy comes through. Just as I'm breathing in and breathing out, energy comes through. There's no resistance. It's like, oh, stopping. What is this? Just like breathing in, breathing out, just like that. It's just like abundance, like breathing in abundance and breathing out abundance. Breathing in, beautiful relationship, breathing out, beautiful relationship. When you feel that ease and flow of just being, then everything is starting to turn around and turning in that direction. That is your point of your attraction. That is the point, the way you direct your, how you said it. That is the way you're pointing it. So beautiful. So yeah, this is so much fun. So I will read the rest of the chapter tomorrow. I was just reading a little bit of this now, chapter, and then we're moving on to do this process. The part 2 will be the process to help you achieve what you now remember. So this will be processes giving from 1 to 22, to going through these processes together and do this together as well, and the practices. Then we go more to the practice of this. So it's going to be a lot of fun as well. And it is nice to know, it is nice, very nice to know our guidance system. We all have a guidance system, and it all is well, and nothing has been going wrong. Everything is going right. We are where we are at. Nothing we know, and it's to be okay with that. There is no more past. The past is gone. We are now here living in this newness of now. We are moving forward. We are deliberately more choosing thoughts that feels better. We are more focusing those things that feels good to us. We always know there is improving these feelings. We're never stuck. Things are in motion. I always having ability to choose and focus in whatever I want to choose and focus in. There is always an opportunity for me to be deliberate about as I'm moving in every moment by moment, and I can segment intending those things that, before I do those things, and I can feel good before I do those things, and I can feel more of that, more and more. I can broadcast myself to the frequency of who I really am, and I can match that vibration, and I can feel it more and more every day. And it can be a dominant vibration for me more and more as I'm more deliberate about it, because I know as I'm more deliberate and more about it, and feeling it more and more, it easier it gets, and easier it gets, and easier it gets, and better it feels, better it gets. And it's very inspiring then to just follow up with feeling it more. It's very inspirational to just not stop it, but just moving forward toward more of those desires I have in my life, because I know I know clearly then um, why I am here. My intention and my purpose is to live a joyful experience and to feel as good as I can now and feeling better and better, and to be easy about it, to be gentle with easy with myself, gentle with myself and with everyone else too. And knowing that all is good, all is well, and have that in my energy, feel that in who I really am, and then moving forward. Because that's nature of all of us. Well-being. We are natural well-being, each and one of us. So, and there is more to come. So love you guys so much, and I hope you're having a wonderful, beautiful day, and see you tomorrow. Enjoy. This is so good.